video for you. I host a challenge. Well, it's new. This is only the second challenge, but I do host one on my website. And the May challenge was doing the creative peeps, like creating yourself as a creative peep using collage and stuff. And we had so much fun with that one. And for June, I had 5 prompts. You could create whatever you wanted as long as you used stars, pattern paper, a tag, your favorite color, and added some stitching. And there's more details about the prompt on the website. It's under my blog post. Like for example, like stitching doesn't have to be sewing machine stitching. So all the details about all of that is there on my website. And that's just deniselush.com. So I am doing mine, and I am finally getting to use this new to me, Dina Wakley stamp set. And I love it. I hummed and hawed over whether or not to get it for quite a while. Like first when she did the release, I'm like, I have to have that stamp set. It was the only one that I wanted. And then the more time that passed, I just second guessed myself. Like, do I really need it? I can do without it. Like, how much will I really use it? And so I didn't buy it for the longest time. And finally, I gave in. And I'm so glad I did because I really love it. So the background stamp, it's by Hero Arts. I'm not positive of the name right now, but I will link the names of the stamps in the description box below the video. I'm not going to list all the colors that I use for inks and sprays and all that stuff because personally I think that's a personal choice what you use for that stuff. I think you should use whatever colors you like and enjoy and make you happy. So I am not going to bother listing colors. So for these people, I didn't want them to be so stark white, so I'm using some of Tim Holtz Distress inks just to grunge them up a little bit. I didn't want them too dark, but I didn't want them stark white either, so that is all I am doing. And look how thirsty my ink pad is. Oh, the salvage patina, I hadn't used it yet. This is the only way I've used it, and so far I don't feel like there's much of a difference between that one and I'm not sure if it was speckled egg. There was another one I used and I splattered it and I couldn't even tell the difference. But that's just with splatters. I'm sure it looks different once you like use it blending or something like that. So these are 2 prompts already. I have this Art by Marlene tag, and it's already painted because I had leftover paint when I was working on something else, so I just painted the whole tag. And then I had leftover red paint, so I went to stencil on top of it, and I hated it. And it came out blobby, and it's just gross, so that's going to get covered up. In that spray bottle there, that is coffee. And I have 2 Distress spray bottles. The one that the coffee's in, you'll notice there's like duct tape around the top, and that's because it's all cracked up. So I thought I would use that one for coffee. So I'm trying to cover up some of that awful red stenciling that I did. And now I'm going to take my lightly stained coffee paper, and this is just paper that came in packaging. You know how they fill the box so things don't rattle around? That's all that's from. And I had nothing planned out as usual. Like I I don't really plan things out. I just play and see what happens. And I'm going through some scrap pattern papers to tie in another one of the prompts. And I actually end up using it with four different papers, I believe. Because we have this one, which also includes another prompt, which is stars, because it's a vellum paper and it has stars all over it. And then there's at least 2 more pattern papers that I use. And that was Rusty Hinge that I used, and I really like how it looks against the teal tag. And that was Cracked Pistachio. Maybe it's Cracked Pistachio I couldn't find the difference in. So that is some spray stain. I just wanted to get some darkness, that little bit of a grungy look. And because I love the look of the Rusty Hinge against the teal so much, I had to go and add some more. So here's another piece of pattern paper. And originally, I really did think I was going to use all 3 of the people on the tag. And I do like how it looks right here with all 3, but I end up only going with 2 of them. And that is just extra pieces I have from using a paper punch. I don't think the paper punches have names on them, but I will check after I finish editing the video, and if it does have a name on it, I will include it in the description box. But it is really old, so I don't know how long these paper punches stay available for, but it's quite old. So if you guys have any ideas for future challenges, please feel free to leave your ideas in the comments down below the video. I would love to hear your ideas. I really feel that May's challenge was amazing, and I think everybody loved it and had so much fun with it. Like, it's going to be hard to top that one. But June's challenge, I tried to keep it a little easier where more people could be involved because they didn't really need special things. I mean, I feel like everything, like all the prompts were easy prompts to acquire and do. But there's been less people playing along in this challenge. So I don't know if it's the challenge itself was kind of like, boring. I mean, really, it was compared to May. But again, May was so awesome. So I don't know if that's it or if people are just busy. So I would like ideas from you guys in what it is you're looking for, because I've never hosted challenges before. So I don't know what you guys are looking for. I don't know if I made June's too easy and boring. Maybe you guys are looking for something more challenging like May's was, so let me know and I will do my best. So we have another pattern paper. So that's 2 patterns, and then with the star one, that's 3 pattern papers. But for the challenge, 1 pattern paper was plenty. It was nice to get these papers used. Not that I used very much of it, but I have so much pattern paper, like so much. Some of it I could part with, but some I just love it so much that I have to find a use for it because it's just too pretty to waste. So I'm only using a little bit of glue to put these two pieces together because I didn't want to use too much because I'm going to be taking it over to my sewing machine. And I did want to gum up my needle with glue. So this is some paper glaze by Picket Fence Studios. And I'm going to take the Dilutions star stencil and add more stars, which is a prompt, to the tag. In the end, you really don't see it a whole lot, but I tried. I think you may see some poking out, but you don't see all of it. It's funny, when I was making this tag, I found there were so many ugly stages to it, and so many times I thought I should just throw this out and start over. But the end product, I actually really like it. And it's funny how often that happens, that I don't like something I'm doing, and it's like I don't want to get rid of it, so I just keep trying, and most of the time I do end up getting it to a point where I like it. Sometimes it's a matter of not necessarily really liking it, but just not hating it. But this one, I actually like it when it is done. So I have gone and taken it to my sewing machine and did a few stitches down. And that covers all the prompts. So they were easy prompts to all put together. It's just the back side of one of the pattern papers. It was just plain green on the back. Sometimes I really miss playing with paper, like in this way. Still thinking about which ones to do. Nothing is final until it's glued down, and sometimes even then it comes back off. I really do like these dudes that Dina came out with. I haven't used any of the other images from the stamp set yet. I thought I was going to use another part of the stamp set on this one, but by the time I did everything else, I felt like it just would have been too much, or it was going to get lost among everything else, so I didn't bother. I'm just going to add some dots with some Ranger enamel accents, and that is it for my June challenge. So we still have some days left in June, so if you would like to play along, you can go and head to my website and read more on the challenge. And please come and join my Facebook group. And everybody likes to post their pictures there of what they create from the challenges and anything that was inspired by something I did. So I hope to see you there and have a fabulous week. Bye. For stopping by. Let me know if you like my videos by leaving me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also head over to my Instagram account and say hi to me over there. If you have any video requests, leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. And don't forget to check out my other videos.